Hey guys, it's Mr. Banks. We're in the Forge today. I want to talk to you about something that I feel is very important, okay? For all men and even women to a certain extent, all relationships. Don't give up the keys to your kingdom. Now, I worked with a guy in the past. This guy was really going through it. He came to me because he said that he needed to become a better listener, that he needed to listen and open up to his wife more. She told him he wasn't doing a good enough job of doing that. And so he said, I need to solve this problem. I'm not opening up to her enough. I'm not giving her enough information. She doesn't feel like I'm talking to her enough. But then, whenever we dug deeper, we found that he had actually given up the keys to his kingdom. He was doing too much. He was giving her too much information, if that's even possible. He was doing anything and everything that she said. And whenever she was angry or mad at him, he thought, if I was just nicer to her, if I keep doing what she says, if I keep, giving her things and saying, "Oh, are you okay?" or "Oh, I'm sorry," all the time, he thought, okay, maybe she'll become nicer to me. Maybe she'll start having sex with me more often because I think they were only having sex like every couple months or something, like something absurd. Um, but anyways, he gave up the keys to his kingdom because he wasn't sovereign anymore. He wasn't taking a step back and realizing that, oh, I have to put myself first and understand that I'm not here to serve someone. I'm here to meet someone halfway and work together as a team. That's what relationships are about. Okay? You're not here to put someone on a pedestal and then worship them and then hope and pray that they don't leave you. If you start acting like that, that woman will probably stop having sex with you. She will probably start looking at or talking to other men. She will for sure 100% lose respect for you because you probably caught her eye because you had edge at one point. Not every guy has edge, but most do. Some type of edge, right? You're a man. And once you are broke like that and you gave up the keys to your kingdom, she's going to look at you as soft. And it's going to lead to all these other problems. And here she's telling him, she's like, the problem, the reason that we're not having sex? Well, that's because you don't listen to me and open up for me. You're not giving me enough information, so I don't feel like I'm connected with you right now. So yeah, we're not having sex. And so what does he do? He comes and works with Mr. Banks. And he thought Mr. Banks was just going to help him to talk more about his feelings, I guess, right? But then he realized that he didn't have to do that. In fact, what he needed to do was start having some sovereignty. And he did so well. He started stepping up and saying, hey, you know what? Oh, this isn't right. Oh, okay. All right, we can talk about this, but this is too much. And the one thing that really helped him to see the difference is he told me, I can't even go out to the car that's parked on the street out of my house to get my wallet out of the car without her busting my balls when I come back in. He said that she told him when he came back in, where did you go? And he said, well, I just went out to the car to get my wallet. And she said, you need to tell me when you're going out there to do something like that. I need to know about it. Why didn't you tell me? And he's like, okay, I'm sorry. Right? He's apologizing for this. Guys, that is a huge red flag. Never apologize for something like that. You're doing something basic. You're doing something that needed to be done. You don't have to ask for permission to do stuff like that. Matter of fact, I feel like you don't have to ask permission to do much things, even if you're in a relationship. Women will agree. Women don't want to ask permission, right? They don't. I don't think anybody really wants to ask permission to do certain things, basic things. So, that was his red flag. That was what he couldn't see at the time, his moment of awakening. Whenever I pointed that out to him, we talked about it. He said, you know what, you're right. That is weird. That is abnormal. Would I do that to her? No. So why is she doing it to me? That's what he said. What, if I wouldn't do that to her, why is she doing it to me? And then it's as simple as, because, boy, you gave up the keys to your kingdom a long time ago. He's afraid of losing her. So he keeps trying to do more and more, be nicer and nicer, comply, comply, comply. And she already lost respect. She's already not having sex with him. So what is he getting out of that relationship? Does he even feel like he's important? Does he feel like he's a man? Or does he feel like he's a little kid who's just following orders and listening to what mom says? Okay? So this can be seen in many different circumstances. It is common. So if this is happening to you, don't panic. Don't get upset at yourself. Nothing like that. But do know that you do need to draw the line. Okay? And it's not always the most comfortable thing to do. In fact, a lot of guys have a hard time drawing a line. But that's a part of being sovereign, okay? Is making sure that you're putting yourself first so that you don't give up the keys to your kingdom.